Make your envelope. You got all your stuff in it.
It's got
I guess you know
here.
that.
Yep, mine checked out.
Okay.
Apparently, we pulled him right out.
Well, you two get started, huh?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can stay standing.
For sure.
One at a time.
I just do one at a time, right?
Or together, it's up to you. So if you read it, then they'll, you solemnly swear, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
I'll say I do.
Okay. So, raise your right hand. And, I'll read this and then you read it after me, okay? I, and you state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Idaho. Go ahead.
Yeah, just that she was on that one, I can't remember it all.
They're both the same.
Or just read the whole thing to them, and then they'll just say I do.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
That was perfectly.
That's better.
Okay.
Okay, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of council member of the city of Basalt according to the best of my ability. Okay. Welcome aboard. So now we got.
That's what it sounds like.
What's that?
Don Brittany was coming in right now. Let's see. I think you guys have to sign this, don't you?
Before you was on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is 13th, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. We swore in the new council members. The minutes from the last meeting.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes. Is someone supposed to be taking notes?
Yeah. You need me to come take notes?
Come on, guy. We nominate you.
If you want to.
I can.
Can we read your writing though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, so, let's see. One motion and two seconds.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
No, just,
Like Pam's got it, okay?
Good.
I was just writing on my,
Oh, I
On my minutes.
Pam had it, yeah.
at least wrote that down.
Okay, we'll let you catch up.
Okay.
Swearing to new council members.
I don't know if he wants to try and look at this, because she writes down who all was there.
What's your first name?
Laura.
Laura.
L-U-R-A.
I'm going to try to blank on your last name.
Bert.
Okay.
Is there something wrong with that?
No, it's just that he needs to write all that down too, doesn't he? Who's all in attendance? I don't know, she writes that down, so I didn't know it was important.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And everybody proposed minutes, you proposed.
I-
Okay, seconded it.
Yeah.
It's passed.
Yeah,
Okay, January bills to be read and approved for payment action item.
I'll make a motion to do this.
The second.
All in favor? I forget to do that. That's approved. Okay, the next item is number 5. You're up, I guess.
Okay. I'm here tonight just to talk about a problem that I'm having near my home. We have like, right on Goshen Road?
Goshen.
Goshen Road, okay. On Goshen Road there, the trucks there, I noticed that it was posted that says no air brakes or engine brakes, Jake brakes. But the trucks that are going by there are using engine brakes constantly and air brakes. And they're kind of over by like Shelley, a lot of the trucks are from there that are coming down from the potato plant and using that road. But it's super loud. It sounds like a machine gun as they're going past my house there. Like it's constant, like all day, and in the summertime, it's all day and night. Wintertime, things are not happening quite so often. Trucks are, of course, going slower because of the roads and there's not quite as many trucks. But I'm just wondering if they can be ticketed for that, or if there's any way to enforce the no engine brake rule.
Well, you said air brakes. They gotta have air brakes to stop.
I think he's gonna Jake brakes.
Jake brakes. He needs Jake brakes.
Well, she said air brakes.
And I don't know where the sign came from, because I don't think you guys have a city ordinance on
We
Jake
don't.
brakes. But you can if you want to, so if you wanted to.
We just put up the signs.
Yeah, it says no Jake
Okay, you don't have
brakes.
any ordinance? So I don't think you have an ordinance on Jake brakes.
No, we talked about it, but we never did, and he just had me make signs and we put them, and it kind of stopped them, but it didn't completely stop them.
So if the city wanted to, we could draft an ordinance and adopt it to make that a misdemeanor crime. The problem will be obviously enforcement, county officer's gonna have to either witness
Yeah,
it,
we can't,
or you have to be able to video them.
we can't enforce that. It's gotta be the sheriff's.
Sheriff's office.
So, is that our jurisdiction there?
Yeah,
Just doesn't make sense to me, because to me, it's a county road,
Been County Road ever since I moved here.
Yeah, it's like, I don't understand why.
so if council wanted to do something, I'd be more than happy to draft, and basically, Blackwood has one, I think Aberdeen does. We could look at something if you wanted to pass an ordinance and see if you could, if you wanted to.
Do we need to do something tonight then?
Well, so it's an action item as far as moving forward. Obviously, I don't have an ordinance drafted for you, but so your action item tonight would be to direct me to bring a draft proposal for you, and then you could look at it next month.
Okay. If you could do that, I'd appreciate it.
So I would just make a motion to move forward with looking at proposed drafts on Jake Briggs ordinance.
Move to move forward looking at Jake Briggs as an ordinance to stop them from happening.
I'll second it. I beat you.
And second with it.
So once the signs are in place or anything, this was kind of what I had. Because they're white signs.
And we've already got the signs up.
Yeah, we've already got signs up.
Yeah, they're white, and I don't think that they're noticeable. And so I just have this, sign that was made up that is more noticeable. So that's the white signs that are made, they're not as noticeable. Whereas the yellow and the black would be noticeable. So that's what he's asking if they could be changed to yellow, black.
And that would be up to council, but I would say we pass the ordinance first.
Yes.
And if they can't read the speed limit sign, they can't read the Jake Briggs sign either.
No, it's mostly only a couple of trucks that are the problems.
Well,
So,
Those Jake Briggs are annoying.
oh, they are.
I mean, unless you know a set time that they're gonna be going up and down, how are you ever gonna catch them?
Well, I'm sorry, you name's Garrett? Garrett said they could video it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but
if Jake or somebody could video it, yeah. Or like I say, they're probably pretty close to the time, they're gonna be on a delivery.
Right, if you're living there, you know when they're coming. I bet you have some idea when they're showing up. Is that correct?
Yeah, I could, but I think that like they're just a little bit stubborn about that, they don't really care, so if there's tickets, or if they're ticketed by the police, I think that would stop them if they know like, okay, there's a cop here that's gonna ticket them, would deter them from using them.
Yeah, but does he realize that the cops have to do it, not the city?
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first step will be, I'll bring an ordinance next month for you to look at.
Okay.
Go from there.
It's written down.
Garrett, I would recommend that once the ordinance is adopted, that you draft a letter for the city to,
Yeah, because Trust can put something in the water bills.
not only the water bill, but to the,
Oh, Iowa Supreme?
yes, so that they notify all the truckers, hey, you're gonna start getting tickets.
And they might be able to hand something out there at the scale house or something.
I know Firman will give them guys a
Is it
letter.
trucks that go to Iowa Supreme, or?
Yeah,
I mean,
well, there's milk trucks.
Yeah.
That's the one, the other one that does it is a milk truck, and another one does it is when you guys start hauling the silage. That silage, that group of silage drivers. They just leave it on every time they let up.
Okay, is he satisfied with that?
Yes, that's great, thanks. I hope to see that ordinance in the future. Thank you.
Okay.
So, I have these signs made up and you guys are welcome to keep them if you wanted just to use them for free.
What are you gonna do?
If the ordinance passes, there's signs already made.
The one's illegal to put up, the other one we could put it up, but the one's illegal to put up till we pass the law.
Yeah, I just wait till we pass your ordinance. But you could keep them here in the meantime.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't put them up till we,
Right. Once the ordinance passes, you guys are welcome to have these signs. That would be great. I noticed there's one on the highway, but not kind of.
Yeah, you're right, put them closer so
Ocean.
that, right there when they come off that hill, so that. That's the one
Right.
that they need to point, right there, when they get ready to go down that hill, Iowa Supreme, they,
well, So, so does that mean we gotta put a sign on it, on the other side of the road then?
He's got the signs,
Facing the other way?
he's got the signs now to be able to face, to put it right there, but we've got them on each end of
I
town.
know.
So
More signs the better.
the difference is we'd probably have to put ordinance number on top, right?
You don't have to, you just say Jake Briggs for him.
Once the law's passed and the copy is already taken.
Yeah, we can maybe add something to the sign at the bottom, ordinance or whatever you need to. Okay, great.
Well, we
Thank
can't
you.
put it, it's gotta be on Basalt city, city within the boundaries, right?
Yes, yeah.
You might
Yeah,
get
that
permission
would-
from the county to put a warning sign beforehand out on county property. That's, I've seen it where they put them outside city limits, warning, at city limits, no Jake breaks allowed. And that way you have the other one at the city limits, that way the person gets really nailed in by the judge.
Got it, great.
Tricia didn't leave me a check to give you.
Oh, no, I will send the invoice and stuff, no worries.
Okay,
Yeah.
we had no idea you didn't get paid for that first one.
Okay.
So you'll send us an
Yep,
invoice for
yep,
that.
I will send that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you have something?
No, I just came to watch.
Oh,
That means I have absolutely nothing, no life, nothing.
all right, well,
I will tell you though, the corner by my house, I live in Tahiti. We called, asked if they could do something, similar conversation, they aren't gonna, not gonna do that. We said, there's been a lot of wrecks out here. Well, they hit a family, killed 2 kids and the mother, and then, our neighbor got his back broke, like within a month. So they did put they did Jake brake and they did a stop sign, and they had people running it. Well, the county just brought out those motorized boards, that said, we're basically filming you, and that got people's attention. That started shutting down, because I guess one guy told the cop, he said, we can drive this road forever. And I understand that with some people, but also in a lot of these communities like this, you have an elderly set that really don't need the crap from a bunch of asphalt cowboys. I have a construction company, and that really bothers me when you hire somebody, and that's his demeanor towards other people,
yeah. Well, okay. Okay, have you got anything else?
So we're not doing anything.
Laura, have you got anything?
Are we
Did
supposed
I
to
take
be
a
on
sewer
this?
grant money discussion?
No, he's not here.
We're not doing anything now. Huh?
Well,
I guess not. This is not here.
sewer grant money, what was that?
I don't know. I was paperwork.
Last month, remember, he was talking about, putting the applications in for some grant money that would give you the study ability.
Yeah.
Study on whether you can, add another pond or what other options you have.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's like that.
Yeah. He's emailed me on that, and Teresa emailed him back and got the addresses and all that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah.
He's working on that now.
Yeah, so his update probably wasn't very meaningful.
What's that?
I said, probably wasn't didn't really need to do a meaningful update, or he'd have been here, so.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Are you guys having issues with like phosphates and nitrates with your sewers, with your ponds?
Are we what?
No?
Are we having problems?
No, it's just a study for upgrades to increase capacity.
Oh,
Yeah. DEQ sent me a letter saying that number 2 lagoon failed, so now they gotta have another
Another test.
Yeah,
and Husk said you were probably gonna have to.
yeah.
That was when it rained,
Well, and remember the balloon came out though.
huh?
Remember the balloon came out of the pipe? So,
Or leak
Yeah,
out.
number 2 pond, he didn't get a test on number 2 pond.
He what?
He did not get a test on number 2
Oh, his
pond.
machine didn't run it?
No, not the machine, there's a balloon that went in the end of the pipe. And they figured there's some debris in there or something, and they didn't get a tight seal, and the water was coming in the pipe. We got 1 pond passed, but the other one didn't pass. So he's gotta do that in the spring. I thought you knew that. He's gonna do that in the spring.
So the one tube I put in down there, it didn't seal it, they said?
Yeah, and I don't know.
It went really cold back during that and it didn't really, I don't think we had any evaporation. I don't think we had nothing. But then they kept having machine problems.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they said it was basically a fluke. They're just gonna do it. They already-
They had machine problem because it kept coming in and we don't read it, don't read right, don't read right, don't read right.
but that was the problem, was the balloon on the end of the pipe.
yeah, he told us the test was probably gonna fail. Doesn't mean the pond failed, it means the test failed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So their data wasn't into the right parameters that needs to be wanted.
I was running around the balloons.
But he said this time you're gonna have to put on a suit and probably wade in there and shove it up in there with your arm and.
The one's down in 17 over there and I had to run a thing and I had to go into the, blow it up. And then I checked it every day for the air pressure that was in it.
So this time you're gonna have to put a mask on and dive down in there.
Well, okay, I guess that's it. Nobody else has got anything.
A motion to adjourn.
We have a motion?
Second.
She motioned.
I don't have to be voted on, does it?
I think we're all in favor.
Okay.
So, the parchment, this evening, I'll just put it in the envelope.
Yeah, that's mine, I'm gonna do that.
I'm just out of
Oh, I guess better sign that chair.
Stand up.
Send it.